Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Make sure you smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new, because as you guys know, we are currently being shadow banned. Data shows we have a negative 93% impression advantage rate. Meanwhile, corporate media like Fox News gets an 112% positive impression advantage rate. So make sure you interact with this video to improve it in the algorithm and share it with a friend so we can continue to grow our audience here. And today we have a very important topic to talk about. I was going to do a video either on Biden's immigration policy that is a disaster, or a video on how conservatives should perceive candidates running in the primaries for the 2022 midterms. And I'm going to do both of those videos. I put a poll out today on my Telegram, by the way. You can join it, link in description. And it shows that you guys want the video on 2022 to be done first, which I will get done first, by the way. But I did want to talk about this because it is very important. And Democrats in Nevada are in disarray. The Democrat Party in Nevada went from one of the best parties in the nation, the equivalent of the Republican Party of Florida. Now it is going down a very, very dark path, and they are going to start losing the state. And it's going to be hilarious to watch. And we are going to get into this. There are a lot of implications from what happened over the past few days. But first, I do have to tell you guys about my good friends over at Noble Gold. So, are you making full use of your savings? Think of the times you've yearned for better returns. After real inflation, charges, and taxes, are you even making a profit? With food, clothing, and rent all more than doubling over the past 10 years, you need to do something different. And gambling on Robinhood or stocks might lose you the lot. And like thousands of others, you want to retire stress-free. A precious metals IRA with Noble Gold could be the answer. And this month, Noble Gold is gifting a genuine rare, Carson City minted, Morgan silver dollar with every qualifying IRA or 401k. These coins were around when an ounce of silver was worth $1. An 1893 example in mint condition is now worth more than $3,250, a staggering increase of 325,000%. That's a return of over 2,500% a year. This is the power of long-term precious metals investing. So get in touch with the experts over at Noble Gold and talk through your options today. That's www.noblegoldinvestments.com. Again, www.noblegoldinvestments.com. So the entire staff of the Nevada Democratic Party, the Reid machine that's kept the Democrats in power in the state of Nevada for so long, decides to quit after the Democratic Socialist slate won every seat. And I talk about this because Nevada is a state that is fairly suburban, right? I mean, there is a big working class part of Las Vegas that does exist, but there's a lot of growth in the Las Vegas suburbs. But somehow the state, including Clark County, is not just swinging, but trending to the right over the past few cycles. Every county from 2008 to 2016 moved right. And 2020, a good amount of them did move right, including the all-important Clark County, where a majority of the population center in Nevada is. And that is with the universal vote-by-mail system that was implemented in the state of Nevada. So looking at this, this is very good news for Republicans, because you have the Democrats turning to the furthest left of their party, the Democratic Socialists of America slate. These people are crazy individuals, and they resonate with absolutely nobody in reality. And if you don't believe me, take a listen to this video right here.
If we want to defeat capitalism, we are going to need a party that will organize working people to fight for the demands that we want and to win socialism. Thank you so much.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronoun?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Yes, you heard correctly. These are the people that are now running the Nevada Democrat Party. And I said this here. Nevada Democrats are what happen when the inmates start to run the prison, and for us, it is glorious. These people are going to be propping up farther left candidates who are incapable of winning a Nevada general election. Catherine Cortez Masto is getting their endorsement. She's accepting their endorsement. It's going to harm her. Could she win? Probably, yeah. But in terms of the long run for the state, the, blue dog Sisolak types are going to be weeded out, and the Democrats in the state are going to look worse and worse as time goes on. Nevada could become from reverse Florida to the new Florida, a state that does have a heavy minority population, but Republicans do put up decent numbers with them, which they already do, and they could continue to improve on that and do better and continue to win. And there are arguments that the left likes to throw out there regarding the Bernie Sanders crowd, saying, oh, well, they're actually very popular in the state of Nevada. They did well. Bernie Sanders won the primary there, and he did. He also only got roughly 40,000 votes in the state, and several other candidates were splitting their votes per se. So he didn't get that many votes. If you want to know the amount of votes to win Nevada, or let's just look at Clark County alone. If you want to look at Clark County, the 2020 results out of Clark County, Donald Trump got 430,000, Biden got 520,000, Bernie Sanders got roughly around 40,000 votes in a caucus. A nationwide election is much different than a caucus, and you could see this here because a lot more people voted in the presidential election. And looking at the election in 2020, the state was in line with the 2016 results and trended by a couple of points to the right, actually. Looking at the swing in Clark County, 1% to the right, the population center, Trump improved, and they can continue to improve as the realignment is in full swing. Depends what happens to the Hispanic vote. A lot of the Hispanic neighborhoods moved significantly to the right. Some of the college-educated white places moved to the left, but not by a significant amount that we saw in places like Mesa, Arizona. And through the rest of the state, these rural counties, some of them moved to the right by 6 points here, 2 points here. And you did see a couple of counties move to the left, like Reno. Republicans do have work to do in Reno. Carson City, a negligible amount there. So either way, Nevada is a winnable state in 2022. It is a winnable state in 2024. You have an all-important 2022 Senate race there. You have an all-important 2022 governorship race there. And I think Adam Laxalt has a very good chance at beating Catherine Cortez Masto. It's not guaranteed, but he's the best candidate that they have, and I think that this could be a race that shocks a lot of people. In terms of the governorship, Sisolak, I think, is a little bit more likely to win, but again, because you have a lot of people angry at him for the lockdowns, you could see someone like Rick Harrison or Mark Amoti decide to run for governor, and they will have a very good chance at beating Sisolak. So the misconception is that Nevada is gone. Well, the reality is the Reid machine has just been too strong. And now the fact that the Reid machine is gone means that Nevada is wide open. And if they keep putting up and promoting these far left individuals as they have in the party on, low turnout ballot initiatives for the party, then it's going to bode fairly well for the Republican Party and the right in the state in that instance, because a lot of those moderate suburbanites may be turned off by some of the further left individuals. And if Republicans can run candidates with good optics, they will be able to win some of those voters back while continuing the realignment that we have, because a lot of the white working class individuals and a lot of the Hispanic individuals don't like the anti-establishment wing of the party either. And another thing here, looking at the exit polls for Nevada in those caucuses, I forgot to mention this earlier, but what we see here is that even about a third to a half, roughly around 35% of Nevadans oppose a government plan for all instead of private insurance. Now, it's a very misleading question, but that's how much oppose government health care for all, a very vague statement. If they, know about single payer as a whole, that number may increase, might go up in the mid-40s. So if they can only get the support of half of the Democrats, just half of the Democratic base, they're not going to be able to win statewide in Nevada. And I really believe that a lot of the Californians that have moved into the state have been fairly conservative. That is what is keeping the state at bay for now, and that will keep Republicans in the game. And I think Republicans could easily make this a winnable swing state, and it can be beneficial for them, especially as the state does grow. It could benefit them in their favor. And we see this with the state of Nevada, and it is the major white pill of the day. I dropped a white pill video yesterday. This is a white pill video today. So it's amazing to look at this because you're seeing the Democrats decide to have the inmates in Nevada run the prison. Now, they've been very good at keeping the inmates at bay, but if more of these DSA lunatics are taking over states and taking over the state parties, they are likely going to fail in terms of the general electorate. This form of far-left pseudo-populism, again, it works in Vermont. It may work in places like Oregon, Washington. Nevada, not so much. Nevada's going to go for an America First conservative every single time, even in the suburbs, against one of these DSA lunatics. Mark my words. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like this video down below, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media, especially Alt Tech. The links are all in the description below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Red Eagle, out.